G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and today I'm going to do a feature on the Melbourne-based record label Homeless Records. Run by the great Richie Ramone, also the owner of a fantastic record store called Strange World Records here in Melbourne. This guy is a huge fan of music and particularly a huge fan of supporting Australian music. Although the label has, in the last few years, released a couple of things from bands overseas, just through connections, through distribution with Homeless and also his own record store. So I'll stop rabbiting on and let's get started. By no means do I have everything on the Homeless label. I've got a fair chunk. Ones I don't have. The Night Terrors, Back to Zero, Dan Melcher, K88, The Seas, Aloha, you'll know what I mean by that later on when I show one of their other records. Clever with a Cutie Utie, Men with Chips, Attention Spent, and the Dacios Beyond the Bottom Hour. Alright, now the first one I got was the Melbourne Punks, Bits of Shit. And you just got to look at this and you know what you're in for. Hard-nosed, straight up, in-your-face punk. Some of the wildest shows you could have seen. And this one's just on black vinyl. A lot of these will be on colour. But yeah, I missed out on this one initially, didn't get it till a little bit later on. And we'll get straight into the next one with another Melbourne band, post-punk, noise, rock sort of thing. You're going to hear me say punk, post-punk and noise a lot because this is this label's bread and butter. This is the Stabs with their album Deadwood. I have no idea if that's got anything to do with a TV show with the same name. So these guys, yeah, if you like that Venom P, Stinger, Scientist kind of vibe, you're gonna like this. And they're got any stuff in here? No, just some Homeless business. And their other album, what does this say on the front? Like Thurston Moore reviewing the birthday party. Don't you love people trying to describe music, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. It's tough. Just research it yourself, dude, and listen to it. And I'll do my best. Look at that. Amazing. Beautiful. White, plain, inner. And, I got this the wrong way around. This one's Deadwood. And the other one is called Dirt. But you probably saw that when I held it up and you're like wondering what the hell is he talking about. Alright, now another Melbourne band, Gentlemen with Sex Tape. This is like noise, more hardcore punk kind of thing going on here. And here's one of the colour ones, if you call white a colour. Great label, Homeless. All their releases are top notch as far as like quality goes and artwork and the packaging. He does a great job, Richie. Deserves a round of applause. All right, next up, Sewers, which is a surprise, surprise, not a Melbourne band, a Brisbane band, but they are punks, as you can probably imagine from that cover. Good, scuzzy, dirty punk stuff. And another white one. Must have been the go that year. The big challenge of getting it back in before the video clocks in at half an hour. Alright, the great Dacios. These dudes are probably in the tradition of the Melbourne garage rock, punk infused rock that is. Long line of great bands like the Powder Monkeys and Board. Nice blue vinyl, that one. Great live band. And then these were reissues of a 90s band called the Stickmen. Kind of experimental art rock, post-rock. Cool covers. This is like a numbered one, 124, 150. I think the other ones, it's hard to tell, don't have that textured finish on there. There you go. What are we looking at? Label. It's just a red label there. And their other album, again, limited, nice textured cover. I don't know if you can see the inside's pretty cool. Bit of info on the band, cool picture. And this one's a nice coloured one. Beautiful blue coloured vinyl. Alright, and now the band that I called the Seas before. Can you guess what they're called? That's right, I'm not saying it in case my mum's watching. Solid Mates, this album's called. Actually, the back cover's just as scary as the name of the band. Yeah, this is like obviously punk noise, really in your face stuff, but really good, and on a revolting shade of green. That looks like a cheap tat if I've ever seen one, or a prison tat, I guess they call them. And did I show you that it's a gatefold? Yes, I did. All right, now a complete change of pace with the Night Terrors, with Melbourne's own theremin champion Miles Brown. So they're a bit more in that electronic thing, but very proggy, but in like a hard, you know, the early prog before it got really wanky. And how cool is this? So that's the label there. Before I show you the vinyl, I'll show you the gatefold, because the vinyl's gonna blow your tiny little mind when I pull this sucker out. Okay, you ready? How can I do this? Whoa. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Love this stuff. Okay. Now, just in case we got a little bit too out there, let's get back to some post-punk with a slight psychedelic, like idyllic punk, but it's actually slight psychedelic tinge with the Shovels. Cool stuff. Now this one's actually, I noticed on the back, mastered in Chicago by Bob Weston. EP of Shellac fame. Pretty cool, clearish with the white bit, coloured vinyl there. Now I don't have to tell you that I recommend all these, because that's why I bought them, because they're awesome. Now from France, the subtle turnips with Redhair with some. I guess that's the sum down there, and that's the Redhair. Pretty cool artwork. I'll fold this out. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of like a post-punk kind of deal. A lot of reading material inside there. And pretty cool labels and orange coloured vinyl. What other colour would you expect with a cover like that? I got another one of their records, not on Homeless, but very similar artwork, and that's also really great. Okay, now 2 records from Yes I'm Leaving, Mission Bulb and Slow Release. Now these guys are like Sydney noise punk in that sinus style grunge, I suppose. You know, the good grunge like Mudhoney and bands like that. So I'll show you the first one first. Cool cover. And nice work. Lyrics if you want to sing along. And completely shred your vocal cords. Pretty cool split blue and red vinyl. And the second record, Yes I'm Leaving. Again with some interesting inside business there. Oop, that's what I was trying to do. Look at them, they look like blokes you can trust. More lyrics. And another really nice vinyl there. Okay, we're getting there. Next, HMAS with Fear God, Honor the King. Now this is I guess you could call it, I suppose, a art punk album. This is got some cool inside business. As usual, my normal ramshackle presentation style, working a treat, confusing the hell out of the viewer. It's a bit spooky, hey? Lyrics, or is it? Yes, I think it is. I hate it when they do the lyrics like that. Because I can't read it. Just black vinyl there. Get it in. Got it. Now, awesome album, this Death Wish, Melbourne punk. Indie dudes in like Sonic Youth kind of experimental side, more of like the 80s Sonic Youth. Bit of a post-hardcore thing going on in there as well. Yeah, saw these guys support King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard, or was that the Nightcat? Anyway, that shit doesn't matter to you. But they were really good live, is the short version of that story. Nice green vinyl with the black on the edge. Now the second Sewers record, They, of course, were the Brisbane noise punk dudes that I showed you earlier. Cool stuff. And just black, pretty plain labelage on that one. And then a band from Austin, Texas, post-punk. I wonder if you know these guys. Chris from Total Insignificance. Check out that channel. He has got everything that's good. You better believe it. This is a band called Spray Paint. And yeah, they were brought out here on a bill with a ton of other homeless bands. And they are freaking awesome. Whoa, check that out. It's like so psychedelic, so much going on, it looks white. Just the black with the bit of labelage with some green dirt grey stuff in there. And wow, oh my god, this band again, they're punk noise friends called the yeah, I do have some standards on this channel, so I'm not going to go there with the big one, even though you all seem to think that that's the way us Australians talk all the time. Well, I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. We might swear a bit, but if you call me a C, expect a bloody knuckle sandwich. Not really. I'm a pacifist man. Anyway, let's get back to the records instead of the lunatic talk. This is nice inside stuff. There they are. The little C's. And black vinyl with pink and black labels. Alright, will it ever end, the people are saying. Who knows? We could be here for the rest of our lives. Now, a great reissue by Ben Sinister called Tape 2. Now, this is the Seattle pre-A-Frames band, so post-punk noise. If you like the A-Frames, you're going to really dig this. A-Frames are awesome, actually. I should pull that out. I haven't played it for a while. This is on cool orange vinyl. And what do we got next? Right, well, here's one you'll all know because they're bigger than Texas at the moment. Bigger than Ben-Hur. Bigger than the big codfish in Swan Hill. About one person will get that. All right. Amyl and the Sniffers, and this was the big attraction, and Giddy Up cassette EPs combined onto one record, and this is the best thing that they have done, in my humble opinion. Pretty fun live, but record-wise, they have become a bit of a one-trick pony. Just my opinion. And this is really nice. Yeah. Pretty cool. But this is worth it just for like the hilarious song Bike. And what was the other one I really like? Oh yeah, I'm Not a Loser. So yeah, bogan punk rock, and they play it up to the hilt with the haircuts and the outfits and the really bad bogan accent. Alright. Now, if you like your Saints, X and Germs, you're gonna love Dennis the Enthusiast. This is a really killer record. I think I might have shown this previously. And it's on a very nice lemon yellow vinyl. Beautiful. All right, we're on the home stretch now. Next up, the Wilful boys with life lessons. Didn't look like he learned his lesson on the front there. And this is actually a Brooklyn band. Yeah, punk noise, kind of hard rock, but in the good sweaty hard rock way. This is on a gold coloured vinyl with a very upset looking bird there. And that, I think, could be a sloth. And the last two, a complete change of pace, but absolutely brilliant. Discovered this guy through Richie. This guy's called Simon Joyner. He's been around since the early 90s, from Omaha, Nebraska, like a singer-songwriter. Yeah, folk sort of country rock stuff. Brilliant lyricist, great songs. Some would say better than Bob Dylan. Whoa, sacrilegious, controversial, troll me. Just try it. It's all fun. They're just records. And some are better than others. But this Pocket Moon album and pretty much any of his stuff I can recommend. I've probably got about 10 of his records on different labels from the 90s up until now, and they are absolutely brilliant. If you do like your singer-songwriter stuff, you're going to find a lot to love in his stuff. And lastly, the latest Simon Joyner record, Songs from a Stolen Guitar. Quite difficult to see this one because it's very dark. And very nice coloured vinyl there. Good to wrap up with, yeah, absolutely stunning pair of singer-songwriter acoustic country tinged records. That's Homeless Records. Thanks for going the distance. See you in the not too distant future. Yeah.